get it. You're gonna skyrocket past me.
I'm gonna have to take toughness.
See, no, my next feat I'm taking is Shield Master. So.
All right,
Hey,
we're back online, it looks like. So
Whee!
after Quilltip did about 6 damage to that enemy, it is now Ezra's turn.
All right, Ezra is going to come right here and attack.
Alright.
What was it? K2.
That is K2. Yes.
Okay. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Okay. Also a sneak attack, by the way.
Sneak
attack! My bad. Sneak attack.
There we go. That's what we wanted to hear.
21 damage.
2. All right. You manage to find its soft underbelly and draw a line literally down the chest. This greenish acidic blood splashing on the ground as you see it bubbling against the dirt. What else would you like to do?
Oh crap! There's xenomorphs.
I think that's honestly gonna be it.
All right. After Ezra is a Sisaroth.
I'm going to.
Finally, I got backup.
Yeah, I got you.
Now somebody else could get crit.
I would politely ask no. Politely. Yeah, I'm gonna swing after K1.
All right. Roll to hit.
Okay, I got a 22 and a 24.
Both hit.
That sucks. That's better. 21 damage on K1.
21 damage on K1. All right. Is there anything else you would wish to do?
I don't think I have any expendable bonus action, so no. That's it.
All right. Let's see here. After Sisaroth is Irving. Let's see here. Irving's going to use his bonus action to use Psi-powered leap. Gains fly speed equal to twice his walking speed. So, as a bonus action, you just see him glow this purple, almost translucent energy around his body as he leaps up into the air, scaling nearly like 60 feet up, landing right next to the enemy that just ran away from him, and he's going to go ahead and just start attacking. First one doesn't hit.
Beat it to death.
Second one doesn't hit. He's going to do he can use action surge. It's not a bonus action. Action surge to try attack again. That's much better. That hits.
Just hearing Cody fight against himself with his characters.
Look, shut up.
So when's Cody's how do I get to do this moment? How do I
That's not going to happen. Not going to let that happen.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's case 6. I mean, I'm never going to try to take away how do you want to do these moments from you guys, but he does manage to slice clear through the creature and cleave it in two with one hit with his scythe.
Ooh.
All right. After Irving is Felix.
Okay. Now that Felix is awake and wondering what the fuck's going on, and that we're being attacked, would passing through Felix's area, how much is that? Like 10
I'm on top
feet?
of the wagon. You're inside.
He's on top. You're
Okay,
inside.
he's on top. So Felix will grab his hat before he heads out. 5, 10. Let's see. Who? Okay, so Irving jumped up there.
You guys have side doors on the wagon?
I think it's a back door.
Yeah. Oh, was it back door?
It's a back door.
Back door and front entryway.
I mean, to be fair, you can still get to
through
that
the front.
spot.
Yeah,
Okay, so
go through the front.
yeah, the front. How is Lunaris and Kyron looking?
I'm looking a little rough-ish.
And what about Kyron?
I'm a little annoyed, but I'll be fine.
So mostly Lunaris.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Let's see. Cure wounds at. What would you think, Vance? Level 2 for you? Since you're looking pretty roughed up.
Your choice.
Yeah, I'm going with level 2. Oh. And one additional one because of my thing. Fucking hell! I'm sorry, Vance, but that's 8 health.
Ow.
Yeah, the dice said, you know what, fuck you.
That's fine though, because now I'm doing better.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, let's see, bonus action, bonus action, bonus actions.
I mean, if his crit was 14 on him, then, you know, that's almost, you know, a little over half a crit worth of healing.
Yeah,
It was more
okay.
the acid damage that would have been the killer.
You know what, healing word as well on Lunaris. That's my only bonus action at level 1.
All right.
You know, extra 1d4. Fucking hell, okay, that's 7. I am rolling that was a nat fucking 1. And that's
Be
my turn.
fair, the first hit that I had earlier was a nat 1 where I got 7 damage. I was like, oh.
Okay, so 8 plus 7, that's 15 HP restored to you.
Yay. I look a lot better now.
All right, Phileas, you're up.
Okay. Not gonna try the levitation trick again. You know what? I think it's just time to blast a scorching ray into the Hive Lord.
Let's go.
Scorching ray.
So I'm gonna put this in the D&D chat.
We're being raided, but also, Cody,
Yes.
it's revenge time. Natural 20.
All right.
Okay.
Vance, take a look at that.
Oh my
So
god,
that's-
Corvo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, welcome on in. I just hit a natural 20 and I've got to double my damage. I don't have enough dice for this. I'll just roll the 66.
Cheaters? Hey,
And-
I'm not cheating.
66 and double it.
Hey
Or-
Sammy, that offer for better dice, is that still on the table?
10, 15.
Oh, come on. That should've-
Yeah, but you gotta come here to get it, or I'll get you some and send it back with Cody.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay.
Cody, Sammy, take a look at what I rolled.
I'm
I
scared.
don't have Telegram group. I'll have to look at it later.
Okay.
25 doubled.
Oh, that's 50.
Ooh.
50 and who are you hitting?
Hive Lord.
All right, hitting the Hive Lord.
Hive Lord for three blazing motes of fire as the gun crackles and I pull the trigger 3 times.
How do you want to do this?
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Again?
To be fair, we did 50. I did 50 damage, and he did like pretty much 50 damage. I think.
I know, I'm just saying, like, this is the second boss that Phileas has killed.
Not really a boss, but okay.
I shoot off the front like each trigger pull of the scorching ray, just bang left claw, bang right claw, bang into the face. Just
All right,
like
so first
blast
2
them off.
blasts. The 2 frontal claws of this creature get flash fired off as they rumble off in front of Lunaris as these 2 claws just go. The creature rears back on its back, other claws going. And as it does this cry of pain, you let out the last blast as it bursts through the open mouth, through the back of the head, green blood splattering the back boulders of this mountain range, sizzling with the acidic blood as the Hive Lord goes limp mid-screech and falls back onto its back, its remaining legs and nubby limbs curling inward like a spider would as it dies.
Oh. There. That's enough firepower.
Anything else you wish to do, Phileas?
Nope, no bonus actions.
All right, Kyron.
Well, it's still the fucking one in front of me. I'm gonna take another whack at it.
All right, take a
Hammer?
whack at it.
Next.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
This has been
buddy.
a real. Okay. So I think my dice know I'm not having a good week, and it's reflecting. I am not rolling well.
All right. With the sight of their hive lord dying in combat, K2 and K1 both take disengage actions. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And burrow underground using their burrow speed. 5, 10, 15, 20. As they vanish in these 10-foot wide holes as they burrow back down underground. 10-foot diameter, by the way. Lunaris, you're up.
Ah, I see. Well, there's only one. Oh, there's two I can see, I guess.
Yes.
Gonna-
K4 and K5, they are about 60 feet up on those ledges.
I'm gonna move.
You gotta stop using that dice roller. Cool.
About
I told
right
him.
Excuse me, they're 40
here.
feet up. They're 40 feet up, excuse me.
Ah, they're 40 feet up. I see.
Get yourself a javelin or something.
Well, I'm thinking. I am going to actually. That's what I plan on doing. Is I'm gonna hold that +1 javelin that I have, and I'm going to hold my action for if K4 or K5 comes within 30 feet of any of us,
Okay.
or specifically Ezra in this case.
All right. Their turns come up next. They both do the disengage action and burrow deep underground. Retreat.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Combat is over. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool. I got crit twice.
Hey.
Just for context, chat, I rolled 3 nat 1s on my heels.
I realized
I'll be back.
it doesn't matter because it was dead, but I should have done more damage. I left off the dice.
It's fine. XC was realizing how two-handed attacking works still.
Because I add the hex damage to each attack, and I only
Eh.
hit the one. So
Anyway,
I do. If everything hits and they're hex with the hex spell,
X is pretty good.
Oh, that begs the question, Vance. Did your horse say anything last night?
Oh, good point.
66 damage.
What if I told you it did? But what if Lunaris is not saying anything?
That would be interesting.
I'll be back.
For
'Cause
once.
hello, cat. Yes, I hear you.
Kitty.
I will say the horse did say something, but the horse is not doing anything about it, or so it's like.
It's not proven to be a bother, therefore it's not worth bringing up.
Oh no, dude! If you guys don't remember, I said unless something is very life-threatening that you guys do overnight, or something overnight happens, he won't say anything about it.
I mean, Felix did walk off with a stranger. Then come back.
I don't know if I saw the string. Well, he said that you saw it in your dark vision. The horse doesn't have dark vision.
Oh, true. So
Felix
the
horse
horse
just
was
was
wandered
probably.
off and then came back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And depending on how long it took you, the horse may have just thought you went to go take a shit.
Do vampires need to poop?
You know, I don't know. I just know that.
This poop
I
is
don't
a
need-
bat. That's tiny.
Wow. I just know from what it says that I don't need food, water, or air.
Underwater pirate.
No underwater.
No.
No, you can be underwater. It just can't be under fresh, moving water.
it can't be under running water.
So just go into the ocean because it's not running anywhere.
I mean, I think it's constantly running. I think the entirety of the ocean is just running.
Where?
I mean, it's
Well,
not a
there are
refrigerator
underwater
though.
currents.
It's just moving around. It's like a
Sorry about
bowl.
that. I am back.
Hello.
Welcome back, Cody.
All right. Do we have everybody?
Yes.
I
Alright.
think we're missing Exy
Oh yeah,
Oh,
XCDs.
and Sammy because his
Exy and
isn't
Sammy.
moving.
Wait.
Okay.
What?
Oh, that
I
was
was-
Sammy.
Sammy's here.
I'm here.
Your VRM was just like lopsided.
Wow.
Ah.
I'm just relaxing. I'm just long.
All right. So that was the Kuthric swarm encounter.
Is it
Those
time
are
to harvest
scary.
the chitin shells?
They're not really worth or can be made into anything. They're just bits of just really hard chitness material.
Wow. You're saying we can't make arts and
I-
crafts projects?
I would want to ask
If you wanna make arts and
Cody.
crafts from it.
Could
Go ahead.
Felix like see what is valuable on whatever the fuck that thing was?
The Hive Lord?
Yeah.
You rummage through it. Unfortunately, their body and the things that they are, they're not highly valuable. There's no like acid sacs or anything like
Oh,
that.
that's what I
It's
was
just
gonna ask.
they're just naturally like their blood is acidic, but as soon as it opens up to the air, it just combusts and then becomes like it bubbles a little bit more so with the Hive Lord, but then once it hits the surface, it just kind of cools down.
Can we get it in your
Ah.
syringes, Felix? So it doesn't touch
That's the thing.
air?
There's air in the syringes,
Yeah.
so literally, there's nothing Felix can do with the body. It's just useless to him.
That being said, Ezra's back.
I actually.
All right.
Is
So-
everyone okay?
You know, I've been stabbed by worse, I think, but man, those really pull at the skin and
Yeah.
organs.
I'm okay. I think.
I'll be fine thanks to Felix.
I'm gonna check the kobolds. Are the
Lit-
kobolds okay?
One of them is literally at one of the bodies, just stamping with it with the foot with his foot. He's like, "Hey, you die!"
You got him.
The other one's like taking a bit of the claw and just like Egg is like trying to nibble on it. He's like, it don't. He makes a disgusted look, then goes back, and then he's like trying to continue eating it, even though it's obviously doesn't taste good.
Oh, kobolds. Okay.
Right. Let's see. All right, elixir. I'm gonna use one of my experimental elixirs on Lunaris.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's a healing one. I already rolled for it. That's an additional 9. 5 plus 4.
Go
Oh.
ahead. I do apologize. Let's
Left
go ahead and
hitter.
try to speed it up just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll a D. Who wants to roll the next D6 for the next day's thing?
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
I got a 5.
All right. Day 5 is a calm, clear day with
Hey,
no
thank God.
issues.
Hey, new day.
So, need one more roll, please.
How many days have passed so far since the dragon?
1, 2,
This is
technically
gonna be
3.
day 3.
Yeah, so this would be day 3.
Okay. Yeah. So
Is that
Oh.
time again?
yeah, it's that time again.
Who are
The,
you feeding off of?
It depends on the two. The Chiron's new
Hmm.
transformation makes it a little.
Oh, we don't know. I just came back. I'm blue now, and I have wings.
That's
all we know.
I'm blue D, I'm blue
Oh
die.
my goodness.
If Chiron wants to offer since Lunaris did last time.
Yeah, keep our.
So which
keep
one?
our party going. Me.
Okay.
However,
Are you all sneaking off? Or are you making this very visible?
I would say sneak off.
Okay. Um,
I'm gonna go and roll for perception then.
go ahead. When you do this, Felix, you do take 6 points of radiant damage as you
Oh.
consume the blood, but it
Yep.
does sate you.
And my wings are kind of covering.
So Chiron is very spicy.
It
Why
burns.
is it spicy?
Spicy.
Well, I
Like-
rolled an 18.
I'll let those two do stealth checks to see if they can hide away.
Or at least hide what they're doing.
hmm
16.
And a 19.
So Chiron, with your 19, can hide away fairly well enough. You track them a bit, Ezra, but you lose sight of them. Moments later, they do come back. For the next 24 hours, Chiron, you are at disadvantage on saving throws.
Okay.
Speaking of which, who wants to roll the next d6?
I don't think I've gotten to yet.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do it.
I got a 1.
Reroll.
It's land on my dick. 6.
All right. As you guys progress through, you notice that the clouds are getting darker. The air smells of rain and thunder. However, it passes by without hitting your area.
I hate you.
You.
That would be
Red
funny.
herring, a stormy but calm day.
When we're traveling, Elias is going to summon the turret in the back of the wagon and
Okay.
start like working on it. It looks like the flamethrower turret, but the notable difference being the ruby gem at the front that normally spouts the fire isn't there. He starts trying to slowly affix the frost gem.
All right. And one more d6, if we could, please.
I guess I'll do this one.
Go ahead.
6. I'm guessing that's a reroll.
That is a reroll.
4.
All right. You come across the remains of what appears to be several very, very molding carcasses.
Ugh.
The chilling remains of what Grim Maw had killed several days ago. But that's it. It is a wonderful chill day. You guys avoided 2 of the 1 encounters, and I'm not going to reveal. So,
Oh.
all
Scary.
right. So, you guys managed to finally make your way off the mountain path.
Oh, thank God. Wait,
All right,
fuck.
let's- No. It's fine. Down the mountain path, you managed to go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oopsie doopsie. Pretend you don't see anything. Haha.
I'm not on. I'm not tabbed into it at the moment, so I don't see anything.
All right. So, if you would, you started your travel through Dwightswald and conversely edged through the Witchwood before you start going through the mountain path and down into a valley of forest and clearing. Eventually, at the end of the day, you see it. Perched on the very lip of a clearing built more into the forest itself, which is rather brave considering the area, is a small little village which looks like this.
Oh. That's very pretty.
It looks small.
It is a small village, yes.
No, I physically looks like I would stand almost at the height of one of the.
No.
Oh my god.
Perspective.
The one thing that you notice as you approach, it is built more into the forest, and as you approach the village, you notice that on the trees that are partially surrounding this place is these little bone fetishes. of crisscrossing, almost in a diamond-like pattern, little fetished items. By that I mean they're like little trinkets almost, just hanging on the tree branches. Lunaris, you recognize these as something that would typically be in the house instead of being outside, of little protective charms to ward away unruly fey creatures that wish harm upon a person. And as you step through the threshold into the village, you feel a tingling on your scalp, which emanates through your entire body as you lose your connection to the fey aspects of yourself. You lose your innate ability that you have been channeling and harnessing this entire time the moment you step through the threshold. For as long as you are within the confines of this village, you have none of your paladin abilities or spells,
Shit.
as these wards are warding against fey creatures entirely. Instead of just the
Oh.
nasty ones, it is all fey kind. Something that has never been done in your village. The rest of you are fine.
God, would that mean that the fur would also lose its color too?
The fur actually begins to dull in color, and your horse, as it passes through the threshold, vanishes, and you fall to the ground.
Ah,
Hold
Oh,
on to your butt. What?
okay, something's not right.
Hmm?
clearly.
What happened to you? You look you look yeah.
Look,
out
yeah.
here. Yeah.
What, do I
You
look
look.
more like my natural colors? Is that what
You
you're saying?
look like a normal. You look
Coloration is kind of
I'm the
still
most
there, but it's
colorful one in the party now.
definitely faded to what appears to be like normal colors. Perfect.
When do I get a halo?
But this village, we've always been surrounded by fae. We've always embraced them usually as help, as using them as help around the village. They've blessed us all the time. We're warded off completely from the fae. I've lost my powers, it feels.
Oh, that's not good.
Something bad's happened for that to happen.
Well, let's be careful then.
Come on,
We don't know what's going on here.
let's get in. Maybe
As
we
you
can
enter
figure it
into
out.
the village, it is lively. There are people working their various jobs in this small village. You see some people repairing thatches on rooftops. You see some people storing away food for the since that the fall is nearly here. People are starting to store away items, food, preserving them in order to continue through the winter times. You see people hauling water out of a well and dispersing it throughout the town where they need it. Linares, you also notice that what used to be the herbalist hut has drastically changed. There are more of those little fetishes upon the building. There is items that one would use in more of an archaic use, more of a shamanistic way. A plume of green smoke slowly coming out of one of its chimneys that permeates this area with almost a minty smell. Everyone's completely fine with it, but you're not revulsed, but it makes you a little queasy.
I'm gonna go to that herbal shop. And
As you walk through
knock on the
town
door.
and approach, many of the villagers clock you. Some of them whispering amongst each other, others running off in the direction of your old home. Meanwhile, Irving and Quilltip have stopped their side of the caravan and begun unloading stuff. They're making mention of, oh, that's weird. Where's the excavation team? I don't know. Maybe they're somewhere like deeper into the village. Well, you need to make contact before we go. You guys are free to do what you need to do. Me and Quilltip are going to try to find the excavation team.
Okay. Come find us when you're ready.
Of course. Be safe, everyone. I have a very odd feeling right now. Not quite bad, but not quite good either.
I'm gonna go make sure Linares is at least not alone at this time.
Yeah.
Lunaris, you are approaching the shamanistic hut.
Yeah.
Do you attempt to walk through it's an open doored hut. There's no, door actually keeping it closed. You walk through the threshold.
I want to stick my hand through it.
The moment you try to stick your hand through it, the fetishes that are hung up on the walls and everything begin to glow this green iridescent light as you need to make a constitution saving throw at disadvantage, please.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Let's see. Minus that by 5.
And you do not have your
4.
paladin
Yeah.
aura either.
That's why I minus that by 4. That'd be a 7.
You try to push through this greenish energy all of a sudden enveloping you. That unsettling, nauseous energy in you comes to life in a absolute horrific. It's as if you're getting an entire body cold as you stumble back and pass out.
Lunaris.
Oh no.
To catch him.
Can you? How heavy is Lunaris with that armor?
Why?
Well, let's see. Plate.
Well, I will
or
assist in catching.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all just trying to catch me, apparently. I can just imagine it's just trust fall, obviously.
Trust
So
fall.
the two of you catch Lunaris in mid-fall. The heavy plate armor settling hard against your body.
Lay him down. Lay him
It's
down.
fine. I got a 20. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. My ass. Okay.
Phileas, seeing that Lunaris is in good hands, sort of walks up to the door, looks up at the effigies, and sort of pushes his hand through.
Goes through without problem. And while you're doing that, you notice a figure in the back of the hut is actually making her way forward. You hear
I'm just gonna join him.
You hear the clacking of a staff as this woman dressed in what appears to be leaves and moss and twigs and leathers, with her brow adorned with this bone-like crown, almost fitted with elderberries. Her cane, or staff in this case, is a heavy wooden gnarled looking thing of grayed wood with a spiral at the very top in this knotted formation. And you see etchings of the same kind of shapes that you've seen on the effigies, but more in a ruin-like way, as a elderly graying black wolf makes her way through the threshold. What's all this then?
How's it going, ma'am? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing absolutely fine, but it appears that you've had a friend that fell. Oh. A look of recognition crosses her face. Well, that's not good.
What's not good?
What happened?
Well, your friend here is fate touched. As it were, this place is currently warded against such creatures.
Why?
That is a problem we've been having recently. But I know this fella. Very young when I first met him, but we should probably get him back to his home. If you would follow me, please. She actually walks around Lunaris, giving him a almost sympathetic look as she guides you further back into the village.
Wait. Is he still passed out?
He's still passed out, yeah.
Fine. I'll drag him.
You begin dragging Lunaris's unconscious body. Again,
Not across the floor, mind you, but like
like
hoisting him like
You get his,
making
his
a
head, I'll get his
divot in the
legs.
ground.
You get his head, I'll get his legs, and we'll go.
Don't even worry about it. Phileas pulls out the. Actually, you know what? Just so it's not threatening, he's going to use it the multi-tool, the tool for it, and he just casts levitate on Lunaris's body. Lunaris starts to levitate about 10 feet off the ground, and I can.
I'm gonna hold on to his tail like he's a balloon.
So,
Oh my god.
one of you will have to grab his leg.
I got it.
I can keep him up in the air, but I can't really move him.
It's fine.
Okay.
This is the funniest scene in my brain.
All right. As you traverse through town here, you notice that the locals are giving each of you a very strange, almost scared look. More so towards Lunaris than anything else. They're giving you a
buddy.
wide berth as you get further into the village. Lunaris, describe for me your family home.
God, it's a bit of a smaller home. Kind of a bit compact. It has rows of flowers in the front, from lilies to daisies all over. A bit of a small, few windows around, almost I guess cottage-like. A bit. It's a brown color. That's about it. And I guess I like the idea of the grass growing on the top. So yeah, there would be like a green kind of grassy top.
As the lady from the shamistic hut brings you over. This would be where Lunaris's parents live, or at least their blood parents. You notice that a couple of small children are actually playing out in the front. They're both wolf and look similar to Lunaris, except not as vibrantly colored. One looks up and they're like, Ma, Shaman Ginger's here. Oh, well, let her in. Well, they're bringing someone with her. There's someone with her. As Lunaris, again, describe your mother for me, your blood mother.
Oh.
They got that I wrote. So she is a white wolf that is as tall as Lunaris is. She has red flowers braided into her hair, and let's see, her normal attire that she normally wears on a daily basis. She has this red normal shirt that she has with just normal slacks and boots, almost like gardener's boots.
And what's her name?
Her name is Jasmine Lockhart.
Oh, Ginger, well, there's quite a few of you here, ain't there? She spies Lunaris's body. She's like, oh no, dear. She immediately runs up to him. Ginger, what's the meaning of this? Well, I mean, he tried to enter the shaman shop, and as you know, I've got the place warded to hell and back. Oh, my dear sweet son. She kind of passes a hand past his hair. How long does this last for? Well, typically 24 hours, but I can undo it. It'll take a bit, though. You might want to get him a bed. He's going to feel like thrown up.
Let's get him inside.
Of course. Follow me. My name is Jasmine. Bring him in. Sparsely furnitured. Not really much here in terms of, lavish places like Kyron's family's home, but it's simple, it's rustic, it's homely, basically. As you set Lunaris down on the single couch-like area. Well, I best get to work then. Jasmine, would you be a dear and get some sort of drink for him? He's gonna need it when he wakes up. Of course, of course. I'm so sorry for all of this. Usually I'd be a much better hostess. If you would give me just a moment, I'll get you all some tea.
There's no worry. You don't have to.
Oh, just shut your pie hole. I'll get you some tea, and you're gonna drink it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, dear. Now,
She's
give me a
that
moment.
type of mom. Love her.
So I assume we bring Lunaris to some sort of bed, and I can like try to hold him down onto it until.
Well, they
Phileas-
brought him over to a couch.
Okay, I'm sitting on Lunaris because the levitation spell's still going.
I mean, I'd lower him onto the bed and then dispel it. The couch
Guys,
and then dispel
Let him down.
I appreciate that. We want to
Wow.
make it very difficult for what I'm about to do.
It's just a little trick I picked up.
You also notice that Lunaris' dialect, the way he speaks, does not match any of these people whatsoever.
He's not Irish.
All right. If you would please give me some spice. This could be a little bit dramatic.
Oh boy.
As she takes her staff and she holds it in front of her and she begins mumbling under her breath. The runes on the staff begin to glow, that same greenish energy that you saw happen when Lunaris passed out. As she passes a glowing hand over his form, you see for the briefest of instances his body glow that same greenish, like mossy, nature-like energy before it dissipates. Lunaris, I need you to make another Constitution save with disadvantage for when you wake up, please.
Okay. I got a 12.
12. All right. When you wake up, you feel your stomach lurch, and you lose all of the contents on your stomach onto the ground. And that's why I said everyone to stand back.
Oh, God, that tastes awful. Oh.
Well, it didn't look too good either there, Lunaris. Good to have you back in the land of the living.
God. Gonna have to give me a moment. Oh God.
Well, while you're doing that, she passes her hand and prestidigitizes the vomit away.
Oh God. Thank you.
So, it's a bit of a different welcome. I'm sure you're used to, but welcome to Preriaina Village. I'm Ginger. I am the once used to be herbalist, but now shaman of the village.
Man, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Couple months, yeah.
But yes, welcome, all of my companions. Welcome to my home.
Hey.
As you see Jasmine around the corner with a steaming pot and several cups on a tray. Oh, Lunaris! She sets the tray down, comes up, and just wraps her arms around you.
Hey,
Oh,
Mom.
welcome home, dear.
He's gonna try his best to give her a hug back since he's, sitting in a couch.
Oh, you sit. She brings up a cup and puts in your hands. You drink that now,
Yes,
and don't
Mom.
complain to me. Don't complain to me about the taste.
It can't taste any worse than what I just threw up.
Well, you'll be surprised. The
Let's get
taste is extremely bitter, with like a very bark-like aftertaste. There is a hint of mint to help soothe it, but it's extremely hard to swallow. The moment that you do, though, it hits your stomach and you feel it settle. The rest of you, your drinks are a very fragrant minty tea with just a hint of some sort of barky aftertaste. There's no bitterness or anything to it. It's rather sweet, actually.
Oh, this is lovely.
I
God.
thank you. I try my best.
Can't find any better tea maker if you ask me.
Well, don't you go flattering your mother here. I'll still slap you 6 ways to Sunday if I have to.
Yeah, I know.
She gives you a smile and just pats you on the side cheek. Now then, what brings you back home so soon? I thought you were off on a big adventure.
Well, we're back this way because we needed to take a break from what we were doing. We may or may not have saved the city already.
Wow. My little Lunaris saving a city.
Well,
In
I didn't do it by myself. I have these lovely people.
Oh,
I guess-
of course. I'm sure they helped in their various ways.
Well,
Their various ways.
I can start using my bardishness to start the storytelling, telling her about everything that happened.
Have you been slowly over the course of the campaign turning our stories into song?
I should though, shouldn't I?
So
that
about
would make
45 minutes later, after enjoying a couple of stories, some tea, she eventually brings out these herbal biscuits. They've got like a hint of butter in them, but you can taste like rosemary and thyme built into the actual dough itself, making it a very earthy but fluffy and filling meal. Well, not a meal, but a snack. Well, sounds like you have been on quite the adventure. Ginger, you might want to explain to Lunaris exactly what's going on in town. Ah, you're right. Lunaris, dear, I know it may come a bit of a shock here to you, but you've been having some issues with the Fae folk as of late.
God, what's been going on? Let's hear it.
Well, a couple of months ago, the little people, they came into our town and just began ransacking everything, taking things that they shouldn't have been taking, and playing. Well, we're used to their tricks and their fun little games, but these were harsh things. People were coming out with broken limbs and bloodied faces. It wasn't the usual gentleness that we expected from the Seelie court, and they were the Seelie people. They weren't unseelie.
That doesn't make any sense.
It don't. And since then, unfortunately, me, as the knowledgeable person as I am, I had to figure out a way to keep them from hurting any more people. So I did my research and I found a way to keep them out of the village. But it only works for a time, and unfortunately, the wards do fade after a little bit. And when I have to put them back up, they always come back in droves, more aggressive each and every time. They mentioned something about becoming one and trying to make sure that we're all ready for something.
Becoming one. Oh God.
Sounds like you have an idea of what's going on.
Kyron,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you sung. I'm gonna like this. I assume you sung about part of the Devourer being a part of the thing at Dwight's World.
Yeah.
If you heard in a song about the Devourer, it is a cult that wishes to make the world one by being devoured. It sounds like there's a possibility that somebody or something has went in to where they should not be and has caused harm to make this happen. Become one is the phrase that they use.
Well, now that you mention it, there were a few peculiar folk that did come through a couple months ago. They said they were going to make their way into the forest, and we told them it'd be a bad idea. The Fae people love to play them tricks on them, but they said that's something they were looking forward to. We never did see them. We expected them to be lost in the Feywilds, but maybe something
What do they
did
look
happen.
like?
Well, they just seemed like regular people.
Shit.
Not adventurers or anything. No weapons or metal on them. They carried a lot of They carried a lot of books and large satchels.
Hmm.
Well, I think I found the problem to a degree. But this just makes this means this is going to be a lot more complicated than it has to be.
Well, I mean, I will say this, Ludaris, is given your reputation and everything, I mean, if you'd be willing to help your family and your village out, that'd be wonderful. But I don't know if you'd be able to harm the wee folk that raised you.
Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to, though. Because if this is the case, they won't stop until we're all dead.
That is a very dark thought. They haven't killed nobody. They haven't killed anybody yet. They have gotten close, but they never go through with it. Something holds them back. Maybe it's their initial Fey-like nature of being of the Sealy Court. I have a feeling, though, that it might get worse if the Unseelie get involved.
It'd be a
Well,
lot
we're,
worse.
well, we've seen this before. It always ends in destruction.
I need to go see the queen.
I'm sorry, I have a brief understanding of the Sealy, but the Unseelie?
Well, with the small people, there are two courts that rule over all of the Feywild. You have the Sealy Court, those that bathe themselves in light and goodness and pranks and joy, and they're a little bit of the good side of the Fey people. But then you have the Unseelie Court, and they play them bad pranks that you get hurt, and that things go missing that are very important, and that they make deals that really don't do you well in the long run. They're not all like that, mind you. I mean, both the Sealy and the Unseelie Court have their good, have their bad, but most of the Unseelie people are a little bit more mischievous, a little bit more malicious. I mean, if you ever ran into one, if hags would be considered in the Unseelie Court.
Hmm.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well,
Yeah.
Daenerys, it's your territory.
You know exactly what I want to do.
Well, I know. Hey, the way I see it, you were here for our home. We're gonna be here for your home. So whatever you want to do, we'll do.
He's right.
Your
We're
mother
here
does
for you.
pipe back in. Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to stay here if you're going to be here for the meantime, Lunaris. As for your friends here, I'm sure that one of the inns here, well, the only inn here, would be able to accommodate them. But we don't get too many visitors here, so you might have to bunk up.
Oh, we got that handled.
Fair enough.
He's gonna whisper in her ear, those two.
And she just says out loud, "All those two are fucking okay."
Lunaris!
Ezra's gonna look down, just be like, oh my god.
There's no shame in it. Love is love.
We're very loving people here, if you can't tell.
I mean, well, Ken, I think of the last that I kind of had a one-time thing with a long time ago.
My father, I think your mom and my dad would get along great.
Probably.
Well, I mean, we're not all out there, letting it blow in the wind. I know how to be reserved when I want to be. I just wanted to see the other one. She points over to Ezra, blush a little bit. He seems to look a little bit of a stick up his
Hey.
ass.
Well, it's not a stick.
She kind of just grins over at you. She's like, "Oh, I bet it's not."
Uh,
Anyways,
but
There,
yes.
there is an uncharacteristically tried to hold back snort from Phileas.
The wee one gets it.
But yeah, I think
Uh,
that would sound wonderful.
Oh,
It would be nice to
I'll make
be
sure
home for a
to
bit.
make up your room then. Your the little ones that obviously your smaller brothers and sisters, they'd be happy to see you.
I'm sure. Even though I may look a little, I guess you could say pale, huh?
You're not as vibrant as before, yeah. Well, that's because of the wards, I'm sure. Ginger? I mean, with the wards and everything, it keeps everything from, Fae from coming through. But considering you're not of Fae blood, just whatever made you Fae in the first place is just being suppressed.
Yeah, that's fine though. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end, hopefully.
No, I do have a question, your mother says again. What you said you were taking a break from whatever it was you were. What actually brought you back to, home here? I'm sure the others have places they want to go to.
Um. So, was it? What did the
Like an
Irving call it?
expedition.
His expedition group. Yeah. I'm assuming you guys had an expedition group arrive here recently.
They both kind of look at each other and look back at you. Your mother just goes silent as Ginger just speaks up. Well, about that, um, remember how I said that the Fae folk got really close to killing some people, but really didn't?
Ah, fuck.
That
Oh, no.
All right.
expedition group, as you say, got hurt really bad, and quite a few of them got drug off by the Fae folk.
Well, we were traveling here with two people from Dwightswall, the city Kyrod's from, and there is an expedition site, I think, to the north that they were wanting to do, and they sent their people early, and we were traveling with them.
Well, I
So
mean,
I
there's
guess we got
probably
lucky.
2 out of 10 that are left. They're currently healing in the healer's hut.
Oh my god.
They took
Jeez.
all 8, so the rest of them into the forest.
Well, I guess we got to tell them.
Yep.
If they haven't already found them.
Ginger stands back up. If you're planning on going into the forest in search of them and then to take care of the Fae people, make sure you come visit me before you do. I'll give each and one of you some protection, and you know how bad time can be in the Feywilds. I'll give something to you that will keep you in the here and now. That will last a little while at least.
You're telling me.
I appreciate
Did-
it.
She kind of looks at
He will
you
do.
all and kind of smiles a bit. Did Lunaris tell you what happened to him as a child?
I don't think he has.
Yo, that never came across in conversation.
Lunaris, you never told him the tale.
You can tell them the tale if you like, then.
Oh, I love this one. So little Lunaris, as a kid, as a wee little tyke, went into the forest playing with a couple of his friends, got lost. Kept telling them not to go in there and play, but did he listen? No. Fun thing about Lunaris, though, he would always give little gifts to the Fae people out there. Little bits of candy, little strawberry bits. And then one day he just never came back. And it would have been months since we last saw him. We didn't see hide nor tail of him. The Fae people didn't say nothing. We couldn't find him. And then a couple of months, here comes Lunaris, but not the wee little tyke that we knew, but a fully grown man. Apparently, that time in the Feywilds that he spent, time moved faster there for him. And so he grew up and became the man that we see now. Been very... Lunaris's mom just kind of stays quiet during this entire time. It was a bit of a hard shock for Jasmine over here, seeing her wee little boy grow up in an instant.
He's gonna kind of reach up and hold his mother's hand.
She squeezes it.
So,
The-
how old are you, Lunaris? In material plane years?
That was a couple months. Let's see. Well, he got lost when he was 9.
So I guess in technical terms, he's only 9 years old in terms of the material plane, but he spent many a year in the Feywilds. Grew up.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. I was in there for 20 years.
Time is
Rough.
like time there in the Feywilds is like a thick soup. You don't know what you're going to come out with,
Funky. Funky soup.
which is why I would give you a bit of protection to keep yourselves in the here and now instead of like 5 years into the future or 5 years into the past.
How funny would that be? We appear 5 years in the past.
Funnier things have happened.
I mean, you're
Well,
not wrong.
Well, I'm sure Linares missed his mom very much. I know being without somebody to look up to is hard to get past sometimes.
Well, Jasmine speaks up. He is still a part of my family, but I know he has another family on the other side there too.
Well, you're
And-
still my mother still to me.
And you're still my son. Even though you're named after the moon.
Well, I didn't choose the name. Was it Dad that chose the name?
You know, your father just, he loves the way it shines in the light between the trees. He's obsessed with the damn thing.
Damn it, Dad.
It's the Canaan in him. He never outgrew it.
Speaking of, where is he?
He's probably in the workshop getting some stuff done with the wood. Making sure that all the stanchions are done. With all that we've been dealing with the Fae folk, a little bit of damage here and there has been needing to be repaired.
Alright. I'll definitely have to stop by and, see him.
Well, he should be in the carpenter shop, so pay him a visit. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start getting your room ready, Lunaris. Feel free to stop by and sleep whenever you need to. As for the rest of you, you'll probably be looking for lodgings over at the Sheepskin Inn.
Sheepskin.
All right, sounds
Sorry.
good. Thank you again for the drinks.
Oh, but
Yeah.
of course, it's my pleasure to make sure that my guests are well fed and had a hearty drink to them.
Trust me, she's done more for less people too.
Don't get me started on the Agus.
Oh gosh.
It's good, Lunaris. Lunaris, you know it's that. Wow, I'm went into
I-
Russian there for a second.
I know it's
You
good.
know this.
You know it's good for you, and don't you dare complain.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Well, you all-
complain. You know.
It makes you grow big up and strong now, didn't it? Look at the muscles on you now.
Well, I'll get us all rooms. I'll meet you guys all at the inn.
Okay.
Okay,
And Ezra's gonna leave.
I guess we fucking know.
With that being said, you have arrived at the Prairie Hyena Village near the Prairie Hyena Forest, with a bit of a mystery going on with the Fae people, a rescue that needs to be done, and then afterwards, a excavation site that needs to be explored. We're going to end tonight's game with that.
Yeah.
Whee!
Hey.
I love my mom.
I'm glad you like her.
She's wonderful.
I'm not gonna lie. That's actually what I had envisioned of like his mother, kinda.
Hey, let's go.
Kind of weird.
Hey, son, thank you for the tier 1 to Mikael. And DNA, thank you earlier for the Celtic Oval.
Thank you, Bacon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, we got quite the journey set up ahead of us.
Whew.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, that the further you got away from Dwightswald, the less oppressive atmosphere there was. There's no more constant cloudy overhang sky. You actually saw clear blue skies every so often. There's still that feel of danger and darkness around every corner, but it was very much lesser the further you got from Dwightswald.
Mm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Yay!
welcome to Linares' home.
Hi, welcome home.
I look forward to exploring it.
I still gotta meet my dad.
Wow, we got quite a bit done in this episode.
Mhm.
We did.
Indeed.
We looted a horde. We got 2 new friends.
Friends is
Killed
a
some
statement.
enemies.
I'm
Friends
Biscuit.
is a word you could use.
I'm Egg.
Oh
Biscuit
yeah.
and egg. Oh god. Oh.
We fought insect things.
Mhm.
There was
I got
nothing
crit
that
2
happened.
times.
And
I-
there was a bunch of lore and story.
Yeah. The perfect D&D game.
Yes, very much.
Always perfect when Cody's running it.
It is.
So tell me
very
these
much
things.
It's incredible.
It always makes me feel emotions. Whether the emotions are good or not depends on how the session goes.
Alright, so let's do our outro, and I'm taking suggestions on who to raid.
I
Starting
think
with-
also we'll be gone for 2 weeks, or the 1 week off and then another week.
So I think my other group, I'm gonna have to double check with them, actually has to cancel. So we might
could do
be
next
running
week.
a game next week.
I'm good for next week.
I mean, if we do it next week,
I
I'm
am.
fine with that. But
I'm good with next
And
week.
then
I won't
we would-
complain.
we would be off the week after because
Yeah,
Yes.
the week after we're
Maxine
going to go
has
see
to be
Sammy.
here.
Unless we all
I'm-
do it from Kyron or
Yeah, that's
Sammy's house.
true.
Oh god.
No, you'll actually be able to see Sammy's rolls in person now.
Yeah.
We get to see the god rolls or the bad rolls.
The bad rolls were so bad today, you guys.
I don't want to hear it.
Look,
But-
you're using digital dice. That is your fault, not
My
mine.
I
attack
will-
rolls were good.
I'll let Rogue and whoever wants to decide who we raid out to. But yeah, my name is Cody. Cody Lycan here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cody Lycan. I am a variety streamer. I had to take the last 4 days off because everything's been shit. And I had a migraine that has basically disappeared at this point. I'll be starting back up tomorrow, so yay. Next.
I'm XC. You can find me at XCO.tv. Yeah, I just stream FPS games, VRC every once in a while. But yeah, it's been fun. Cody is an emotional terror, but amazing DM.
I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Corvo. I hang out with these nerds quite a lot. I'm usually found hanging out in their streams or tormenting them in some way. I play Felix Roland, the vampire fox alchemist who was visited by a very
Who
powerful
knows?
individual.
Who knows who that is?
Yeah. On to the
Hi.
next person.
I'm Vespa Zahara. I also do the stream. I do mostly horror stuff, but Baldur's Gate recently, because who hasn't been playing the hell out of
Who
Baldur's
the
Gate?
fuck hasn't been playing
Yeah.
that?
But yes, I'm now slightly gray, and my mom's amazing.
Oh, you're amazing, son.
I'm Sammy, obnoxious yellow fox. However, this is Kyron, Bard, Lau and Ezra. You know,
You think it's gonna be
As-
that
as-
easy, huh?
As the
Getting
mother
more-
said, they're fucking.
It's getting more and more obvious.
Lunaris' mom said we're fucking. Are we fucking or what?
You wouldn't make a liar out of her, right?
You wouldn't call my mom a liar.
Oh, I'd give you such a scolding.
Roll for stealth. Get out of here.
Sunblocker.
Oh, you know, we could go raid Mark's box. Get
Well,
some-
we still have to do the outro. Sun hasn't got
yeah.
to go yet.
Yes.
I am Sun. I played Assessoroth. I got to be intimidating for once. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
You almost,
Master Cicera.
you almost had 2
my
kobolds commit suicide by explosive boom boom.
Hey, I asked, are we being intimidating? And y'all said yes. So
I didn't know
went
you were
for
gonna
it.
go that harsh.
Like-
Kyron still doesn't know what you said to them to make them give up on themselves.
They gave up on life.
and then Rogue.
I am TheFluffyRogue. I'm the host of these D&D games. As my channel is a bit more themed towards it, I'm playing Phileas Flintlock, the artillerist artificer. I'm a small mouse that makes big booms. And yeah, so we'll be back next weekend, rather than our really awkward 2 week period that is very on off at the moment. We're just sort of running it as we go, but hey, more D&D is always good.
Or D&D.
Yeah, I love D&D.
Yeah, boy.
Also, Phileas now has fuzzy socks.
I do have fuzzy socks. I wonder who gave those to me. It's
Who
not like
knows?
it's not like I made a 17 investigation check to find brown fur on the socks.
Looks like we have another bromance continuating here.
Who knows when that might roll around. Anyway, we're gonna go see Mark's Box. They are streaming Kingdom Hearts Final Mix as part of their rewards for the charity done last month.
Hey.
Hey.
And
What's our raid message going to be?
Love Linares' mom.
Oh, you're a sweet one, aren't you?
Mothers love Kyuzo.
Mother's love,
that.
Tears off.
Here's all. No, I'm fine with that.
Mothers
I
love
was about to
Kyuzo.
say. I was also going to say biscuit and egg commit boom boom.
We'll save that for next time. We still have the powder keg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes,
a
you have
good
a powder
point.
keg.
It's in the back of the van.
It's tied to the back of the wagon. It's not in the wagon. It's tied to the back of it.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna be reading now.
Thank you guys so very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and I'll be back Monday, maybe Sunday. I'll see you when I want to stream.